was a Sunday morning. It was about, I think it was about 7:30. My phone rings. They tell me it's a structure fire on Nebo Street, and they've got a possible fatality. Well, I start going. I get dressed and I'm headed that way, and then my phone starts to ring off the hook. There's somebody calling me from EMS, or somebody calling me from the 911 center. There's somebody calling me from police dispatch, just over and over and over again. Just people on the scene are calling me, people in dispatch. I just knew, I knew that this was going to be bad.
Happened so fast. It happened so fast. You know, the officer telling me to get back and trying to go in with him, and it was on a good Sunday.
And that's when I asked him, where's what we called a little bit, and I said, where's a little bit? And he was like, she was still in the house. And they tried to go back in and couldn't get back in, tried to go back around the house. And
her name was Destiny. She was 12 years old. Her bedroom was the fire room. So I get on scene and I get briefed. The guys tell me, you know, what's going on, who's who, who's where. Sean Field, the police chaplain the fire chaplain, gets there. So we go together to tell Destiny's parents that she's dead. And my question is, how do you do that? I teach death notification classes, but every time that I have to do it, it's different. It's so real, so painful. So we go into the house is crowded. It's the house next door. It's crowded. I remember that Sean goes to Robert, and then I go to Tanya. And I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something like, you know, I'm sorry to tell you that your daughter is dead. So I spent all day with the family, and we were, the best I can describe, we were all in shock. So the next morning, I think it's when I finally came to my senses, and all I could think of is I'm praying that morning, and the Lord just lays on my heart, man, you got to help these people. You need to do something to help them. And when we think about what they had lost, you know, they didn't have any insurance. There's no life insurance. There's no property insurance. They've lost everything that they own, and even worse, they've lost their daughter.
First of all, when the accident happened, we wasn't expecting anyone to step in the way they stepped in, and to help with the chaplain and the fire marshals and family members and all such who we didn't expect to help. And the chaplain really helped us out much because of the finance problems at the time that we had.
oh yes.
Considering the little funds that we did have wasn't met to make the bill for her burial. But by the chaplain coming in and displaying the newspapers, putting the ads in the newspaper as well as online,
It was flowing.
it was a real big help to us, and the prayers and the love they've shown, and praying with our family, comforting us where our hearts was real heavy. It was right there.
So I started calling the newspapers, TV stations, writing on my blog, you know, blogging with other people, Facebook, website, anything that we could do to get the word out, and the money started to come in. Every week, I would have an opportunity to take a check to the family. So every week, they gave me an opportunity to minister to them as we took them what people had sent.
We didn't know anything about, you know, the ministry of the chaplain, you know, until we went through what we went through.
Right.
You know, yeah. So that right there, so, and I hate that we had to go through that, but it was a blessing that they was there too, so we can tell everybody, look, they there for you. They there. More than you think they're there for you. You know, you know, people think they're just in and out, but no, it's a blessing.
Yeah, they're ongoing.
Yeah.
The ongoing help way after the fact. That was a help.
Yeah, August will be a year and, you know, still in our life, you know. So just not after that day is gone that they're gone. No, they still there.
So over the period of the next month, we raised, it was over $10,000 that people just gave. They gave to help somebody who desperately needed help. We paid off the funeral. We helped get Robert's parents a place to stay. We helped Robert and Tanya with setting up a new home. That's what the money went for. We were able to give them a good part of the money that we had taken in. And man, I'm so grateful because so many people helped during this time.
That was a tremendous blessing, and we appreciate it in every way.
Yeah, we should say thank you, and we're truly grateful for what they did. They could have just read and said, you know, another incident and kept on going. Right. But they didn't, you know, they thought about us and thought about our baby, and they gave, and I don't know what to say, but thank you, and I just let them know we're just grateful for what they did.
I can't begin to imagine the pain that Robert and Tanya and the rest of their family has experienced through this ordeal. But I do know that our community came together to respond to their needs as best as they could. And our chaplains, man, we did what we could to take the comfort of Christ to this family that was in crisis. But you know what? Their life will never be the same again because of the loss of their daughter.
I don't know what to say, but just thank you to everybody and that thought about us, and just ask them just keep us in their prayers because it's still hard. Every day is still hard. Yeah, birthdays and
special occasions, certain things she did, certain channels. You know, her favorite cartoon.
Her favorite color was pink.
And certain things she did.
And we just see it and just take time with the, you know, your kids. And she was smart, you know. If you just let your child be, they can show you some things. Just let them be. Just love. Because I'm telling you, he gave us a precious gift and we had to give her back. But we didn't know how soon we had to give her back.